move on to some Deadpool 3.
About T. James's lip balm. That's the only consumable thing I can see in my face right now.
Do you want to eat this?
No.
Yeah,
because I'd probably die. And then you see the Warriors win a premiership. Let's go.
That's when he'll die. He have to survive to at least 100. But Deadpool 3, we're going to move on to some of that news now. Seems like we keep talking about this, and it's for good reason, but Elektra is coming. She's joining him. Jennifer Garner will be returning alongside Ben Affleck as Daredevil. I don't really have much recollection of Daredevil or the Elektra movie, but I believe she's in Daredevil, right? With Ben Affleck?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't really have much recollection of that.
And she has her own movie.
Yes.
Yep.
But her filming scene's already completed apparently, but yeah, it really does seem like Deadpool 3 is the multiverse of madness that we've been waiting for. So I'll ask you about that later, but in terms of Jennifer Garner returning as Elektra, Deadpool 3, how do you feel about that?
I don't really care. I mean, it's a character that has no significant meaning for me personally.
It was a fun cameo.
Oh yeah, it's a fun. I'm getting there, mate.
Sorry, I'm impatient.
Like, I can't recall her film, the solo Elektra film at all. I remember bits and bobs of Ben Affleck's Daredevil. So in terms of nostalgia wise, it's just like anyone that goes see it's like, oh, okay, it's Jennifer Garner. It will be cool to obviously see these characters. You know, they're reprising this role from like 20 plus years. It'll be awesome just to see them in that suit. It'll be like, it's not like oh my god, it's like fireworks and scream and shit. It's just more of like, oh fuck, that's cool. Yeah, you know, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think the thing that's really annoying me about Deadpool 3 right now is how they're announcing all of these things like, oh, Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen's going to be in there and blah, 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 and blah, blah, and blah, blah, blah.
They're not announced.
Yeah, I know, but like rumors and stuff like that.
Sources are picking them up. This is Hollywood Reporter reporting it. It's not some random.
Yeah, I know, but the gist of what my comments is leaning towards. It's like,
I agree, yeah.
Like, if it does come into fruition, it's just like, oh, like, cool when you're watching it, but back in your mind, it's like, oh, we shouldn't know about that. So, this sort of stuff, like Elektra and Daredevil, like Ben Affleck's Daredevil, I don't give a fuck about. Like, fucking announce that. I don't give a shit. But something like, because they're not that, like, the movies are shit for a start.
Yeah.
And obviously, we have Daredevil, the Netflix series, which is 10 times better.
Yep.
20 times better than what we got on that. But, like, stuff like Ian McKellen coming back and Patrick Stewart, you know, like any of the original X-Men, like, keep that close to your chest as possible because that surprise factor is that's what made Endgame work so well is they kept so much close to their chest. They revealed bits, but then it was those moments that made people drive to those cinemas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the same could have been said for John Krasinski's Mr. Fantastic, but like if this is the multiverse sort of film that we're supposed to get, keep all that shit close to your chest because you could easily transition that into the MCU version of the X-Men and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So this sort of stuff, I'm happy with that. And you know, the original Fantastic Four, sure, announce them that they're going to be in it because I don't really care. But like when it comes to like X-Men sort of characters and stuff like that, people that would actually like make people and myself lose their minds. Yeah. Don't announce it. Keep it to yourself because I can guarantee you, if you announce it, it's not going to be half as big as if you make it a surprise because that word of mouth when be like, bro, you need to go see this because there's a particular cameo in there that's gonna make you lose your mind. Yeah, that's gonna make people go watching that. But if you be like, oh yeah, Jean Grey's in there, they'll be like, oh, I've seen Jean Grey before. Yeah, in 2 different versions. Who cares? Yeah. You know? But that's my thoughts. Yeah. What's yours on this?
I mean, we're kind of going off topic here with a whole new segment, but I would actually love to, you know, discuss more detail because I was actually thinking it while, you know, noting down what we should be talking about today. It's the fact that, you know, like at least every time that I seem to host is always like a new casting thing. And it's like, oh, like it's not just some like random person on Twitter stating that he has a source that says this now. It's like the Hollywood Reporter and then like Variety. It's like this really like highly regarded publications, probably the biggest in terms of film industry, like announcing it now. And It is very annoying. I'll touch upon the fact that Elektra is back first, and I'll get into your deeper thoughts.
Yeah.
Then, but yeah, no, Elektra coming back. Jennifer Garner again. I don't really,
Care?
I don't care that much. There will be a moment in the cinema if I didn't know about this, be like, oh shit, interesting, cool, yeah. It'd be like that, honestly. But so it's kind of like a fun throwback, but it's not one where I'm like, oh my god, this has to happen, like, or anything. It's nothing that special to me. It's just a fun little thing that I think can add to the multiverse of madness kind of element to what this movie seems to be building up to.
Yeah.
Because when you think about the multiverse of madness, going through like all these universes and seeing, all these old actors and their old characters, it would be fun to see. But going to your point now, we know about it, so it's not that fun anymore.
Not that impactful.
Yeah, because I know it's coming. When I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, they were reported. It's just it kind of ruins things. And it's something that we need to, I think, discuss on deeper detail with this. But I don't understand why it's happening. I think Marvel security, there's a leak in Marvel. And I don't know if you've seen them on Twitter. I think that's with the most prominent.
As an insider.
The Insider, My Time to Shine, hello.
Oh, I didn't know there was actual names. I just meant like an insider.
Do you know that account? It's the one that just knows everything. It's that person. And they have 130,000 followers or something like that on Twitter. And when I know Hollywood Reporter said this, but they said that just before Hollywood announced it. So they are an insider. They know everything about Marvel. And Marvel needs to tighten up what's leaking out.
Have they said anything about anything recently?
The account that I just referred to.
Off the top of your head, if you can't remember.
Nothing on the top of my head, but they just said like Deadpool and Elektra and Daredevil 3.
Yeah.
Oh, not Daredevil 3. Deadpool 3. But yeah, so there is a leak in Marvel and there needs to be better security. I don't know how they could do it. I'm not going to suggest that because that's not my position. But yeah, from a consumer fan point of view, I'm sick of this. And like, I don't fully come from where you're saying where, I don't care about Elektra being announced or that. I don't want any of this announced because I always have to write this down in the show notes so we can, prepare what we're going to say and
you don't
how we feel about. I know, but like, it's not just that. It's the fact that I already knew about it before doing this.
Yeah.
Before writing these notes, I just see it and it's like, and they're so widely reported on. Hollywood does it, and then all of them do it. All of the publications.
Yeah.
Because clicks. Exactly. And it's the fact that this information is just so widespread. It really, I think it is going to diminish Daredevil. Oh, I don't know why I keep saying Deadpool 3. I'm just sick of Deadpool. Yeah, I think it really is going to diminish not the impact, but the experience of that movie. Because what I know from that movie, before a trailer, before filming is finished,
before Captain America, New World.
Yes, exactly. And I just know all these cameos. I know what's coming, and I'm like, oh hey, this is the multiverse of madness that I wanted. But I know all the cameos. It's even Spider-Man No Way Home had this issue, but they covered it up well enough. We kind of knew they were coming, but we still thought like,
was like, they might pull a fast one on us.
Yeah. It was very up in the air.
But I think it's a different scenario because having Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in a Spider-Man film with Tom Holland is legendary. So whether you believe the rumors are true or not, you're gonna put your ass on seats to see if it does come into reality. But that's argument's sake. Ben Affleck's Daredevil and Elektra.
Yep.
No one even that most people will be like, Daredevil was Batman, Jennifer Garner was
Yeah.
Elektra, like
Yeah.
that they used to be together. I'm pretty sure that that's the reason why they became married was because of Daredevil. Now they're broken up, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be awkward on set unless they have a good, whatever breakup, divorce.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone really cares because they're not really. Spider-Man is like a tier villain, villain, superhero.
Yeah.
Daredevil and Elektra is like
They're not.
I think that
Yeah.
if the Netflix series didn't happen,
Mhm.
I think they'll be like C or D.
Yeah, I mean, I still think Daredevil's a C.
Yeah.
At most. I mean, I don't know if you've seen that meme where it's like Daredevil's and Spider-Man No Way Home, and then someone like cheers out like, yeah, and it's just like,
Oh, yeah,
it's just like
silent.
it's just
Yeah.
him.
I see that.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's widespread, but at least in my screenings, people were like, oh, when he came into the frame. So he may be a B list kind of superhero in terms of popularity.
Mm-hmm.
But question for you, and I think we could touch upon this on another slow news week. Do you think that Marvel is just kind of letting these leaks like be leaked just
yeah.
for the sake of hyping the movie up?
I know where you're getting to.
Yeah.
Yes, I do think so.
Is it
I'll
another question to add on to what your thoughts are here? Do you think it's a smart strategy by them if that is the case?
God, do you want to go in depth in this or not?
Yeah, let's go in depth.
Okay. Oh shit, I forgot your first question. The leak stuff purposely.
Do you think Marvel's allowing it?
I think they are. I think they were so tight on Endgame and it worked for them, and now Phase 4 it was very poor from them.
Mm-hmm.
That they just want people back. I mean, they try to keep tight-lipped about Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah,
that's somewhat backfired in their face. So they're just like, let's make all these leaks right now so we can get people into cinemas. But all these leaks that are leaking right now is fucking for characters that no one gives a fucking shit about. Like, who gives a fuck about Elektra? No one cares about Elektra. Fuck. Like, just you're an idiot.
That's fair. I am.
Like, because it's just dumb. Like, if you're gonna leak something, you leak something from the cool X-Men franchise because that is more popular, that is more recognition, and that is more engaging for casual movie viewers than Elektra that no one's barely heard about.
Well, all the X-Men people are supposedly back, as have been leaks. Same with Elektra and Daredevil. Do you think it's a smart strategy if Marvel's just allowing it to get people back into the seats? Do you think it's a smart strategy to get them back, or should these just remain surprises regardless?
I think they should remain surprises because I think the best part of box office is the surprise. The word of mouth. Like, say you saw this film before I did, you come into here. You know how big of a comic book fan I come in and like, bro, you need to go see this because there's a cameo in there that you're gonna lose your shit about.
Yeah.
If you told me if I knew what the cameo is, I'd be like, okay, cool. I know exactly what I'm gonna expect. I'll just go see it in my own time. And eventually I might forget because of busy schedule and priorities and stuff like that.
Yep.
But if it's like, if you don't give me any context and be like, oh shit, I'm very intrigued about this. Yeah. And if you keep mentioning it every time we meet up, I'm like, okay, fuck you, cunt. We're going to go. Because I want you to shut up about this and I want to see it now.
Yeah.
So I think secrecy is very, very valuable. And I think movie studios don't realize that. Mm-hmm. Great marketing ploy if you're Spider-Man.
Yeah.
If you're an A-list sort of superhero film, you can somewhat tease that without confirming it.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to go based on Elektra here because that's the topic. If you're going to tease, Elektra's in this, you're not going to be like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah. No, I think with Spider-Man, it's on like a completely different tier.
Yeah.
But the Flash in its marketing, it had Batman.
It did.
Yeah.
But then it was part of a fan franchise that was dead before it was even like it.
Yeah, maybe it's not a fair comparison.
Yeah, because they killed it because we already knew that we're getting James Gunn's thing. The whole slate was announced before Flash even came about,
which is a bit silly.
If the Flash happened and then that slate was announced, it could be a different story. People could be seeing it, be like, okay, James Gunn's making a new universe. How is the Flash going to transition into that?
Yeah,
and then because the slate came out and it has no real relevancy to to the events of the Flash.
Mm.
Really, not spoiler alert, because obviously no one's going to fucking see that.
Yeah. We just know that George Clooney is the new Batman. No, he's not. He's not. That was just a joke. I'll say that before Nayan gets too mad.